Hey guys, it's a beautiful day out here at Downtown Des Moines, which I'm not really a big fan of downtown, but here to pick up my packet, so should be fun. Hey, good morning guys. It's a beautiful day out today. So we got the race coming up in less than 24 hours, which it's crazy to think about. These last few days, have felt like really slow. It just feels like all that tension just kind of leading up to it. But my legs feel pretty fresh, and I hope they are still fresh because I actually plan on trying to bike the course today. I wish I could have done it yesterday, but I had a lot of appointments come up. So it looks like the perfect time to do it. I think my legs will be fine because it's a bike ride, so it shouldn't really be anything super taxing, and I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. I was thinking of doing a lower gear, but I'll probably keep it on the same gear that I've been using, because sometimes if you just go too low, that actually isn't really very helpful. And yeah, as far as if there's any uphills, I'll probably, maybe avoid them. I don't mind biking up hills now, but at the same time, got the race coming up. So yeah, I mean, the worst part is I do not like biking in downtown Des Moines. So apparently they're on Strava, they actually have the whole course, and there might be a way to do that. In fact, and I'll show you in a second. So here's my bike. I just got this new phone mount on Amazon, which is pretty cheap. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good bike. I got it for $50 off the Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, I don't know, these dumbasses at my dumbass apartment complex keep setting off some sprinklers. So I was kind of annoyed because, it was actually getting a lot of water all over my bike and all these other bikes as well. So I took that sprinkler and I just fucking flipped it upside down. Anyways, sorry for my language. So yeah, I mean, the goal is, I was thinking of, if I biked all the way, because I'm here in Ankeny, to downtown, that's 15 miles to where the start line is. Then doing the whole course is going to be 26.2, and then it'd be like another 15 miles to get back here, which is 56 miles in total. If it was like any other day and I had more time, yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I think for next time, this is just going to have to be something that's planned out more in advance. And I also think that, one, I'm not the best biker, so for me, biking 56 miles is going to take several hours. For someone who's better at biking, who can bike a lot faster than me, that's probably nothing for them. But yeah, I'm going to just put it in my trunk, probably pay for find somewhere to park on the street in downtown Des Moines, and then just pay for some parking, so I can get at least a couple hours, and then, yeah, be able to at least see how the course is, and hopefully navigation isn't too terrible, because that's just the number one thing that I kind of struggle with is navigation. I've always just kind of relied on GPS. I've never really been someone who's good with directions, so that's something I got to work on. But I think it should be fun. At least this way I can get an idea of how the course is going to look like for the first, throughout the first few miles, and see what I can plan out for certain spots. And I think this is going to be better than trying to drive the course, because a lot of the course will go through trails, which is the bike is going to give you a lot more access for that. Plus, I mean, it is good, physical activity, and in terms of, it shouldn't be super intense. So in terms of my race, I did my 4-mile shakeout run this morning, and I feel pretty good. So let's get to it. I'll try to get some film being on the bike, but it is going to be tough with the navigation. So regardless, let's get to it. Alright guys, sorry about that. So I'm here at Gray's Lake because it was really hard to find parking in downtown Des Moines. So, I am really looking forward to biking this course. Hopefully there's not too many issues. But yeah, it's beautiful out. I'd say the number one thing is just making sure that the navigation is good and that my battery life is good, and should be good to go. All right, hey guys, so that didn't really go as planned. I tried to bike the course, but unfortunately downtown Des Moines is just way too crowded. Yeah, I really hate biking down those streets. They actually have like biker lanes in the streets, so they don't really want you to bike on the sidewalks because there's lots of people. And unfortunately, yeah, I mean, I really need to just get a new phone because this battery life is terrible. So that was really the main reason why. I mean, if I had more battery life on it, I probably could have been able to bike the whole thing because I could have used the Strava, but it was down to like 13%, and I was like, at this point I just need to get back. So unfortunately, not really able to bike the course, but at least I have a rough idea of how it's going to be like, and you know what, it's really not the end of the world. I know that for future races, I really need to plan that out in advance. So even like for the next half marathon, I mean, that'll be pretty easy to bike because that's only 13 miles. 26, yeah, that's not really that hard. But my point is that it just kind of needs to be planned out more in advance, not like, the day before the race. And then, just since it's so beautiful out and I really enjoy biking. I think it's a great activity. I decided to just do a small little bike ride anyways. So I was able to bike in total today probably about like 18 miles. I mean, I'd want to do more, but I also want to make sure that I'm good to go for the race. And yeah, I think I'll be all right. It's a beautiful day out, so I mean, I would say the number one thing is a lot of people have talked about like being like a couch potato like day before a marathon. I mean, yeah, you are going to be doing a lot of running, but you still kind of want to move your feet around. I mean, swimming's not a bad idea either because that takes off the impact. Biking, I think, is totally fine. But even just kind of just being on your feet because, like, your tendons like movement. And if you're just, like, sitting down or just, sitting on the couch the whole day before the race, like, that's also you're not going to feel as fresh because then your legs, are just going to be, like, yeah, they've been in a static position the whole time. Even just doing some walking, or for me, it can be a little bit boring, and that's why today I wanted to do some biking. But like even kind of just like shooting around the basketball, like that's pretty good movement on your feet. It's going to be more intense than walking in my opinion, and it's also not going to be like so taxing that you'll be fine when you run the next day. So yeah, or even like throwing, if you have someone to throw the football around or something like that, just like I would say it's good to just be on your feet, be active, and obviously the hardest part, yeah, just try not to overdo it because like the big thing is the race tomorrow. So looking forward to that, and yeah, thanks for listening.